Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today I just wanted to make a really quick update talking about the Lego City project that I have for myself. So I've actually over some years collected some different modular buildings from the Lego City lineup, or some other ones that are somewhat modular, like from the Lego idea sets. I've gotten a lot of those. And so basically I just decided that I want to do a big Lego City. Obviously I never had done it before. One of the guys that actually works on this YouTube channel with me, his name is Calvin. You've probably seen him in some videos. He actually has a really nice layout for an actual Lego City, and he's going to be doing his own updates for his own Lego City. It's awesome. It looks really nice. But for me, I'm going to do it just a tiny bit different. I'm going to actually center my Lego City around my actual house. So I'm actually building it out of Lego, and I'm going to try to make it look as close to my actual house as I possibly can. Of course, it's out of Lego, so we'll try to do it the best we can. Before I get into these buildings here, these are just going to be some of the buildings I wanted to show that I have. I actually went to the Lego store to the Pick a Brick Wall, and I got a couple different Lego pieces. I want to try out a different technique for siding for a house. As you can see, most of these buildings, whenever you build a Lego building, it's just going to look, the sides are just going to look kind of flat. There's never much detail in the sides of the building. I don't really like that because obviously in the house I live in, there's siding. Most houses have siding, and like I said, I want to try to make it as true to the house that I live in as possible. So yeah, I went and got these special bricks that I found from the Pick a Brick Wall. I also have a ton of other ones that I sorted into bags to make my house. My house is primarily white, so it's going to be a bunch of white pieces, some black here and there. And then I got these special pieces to see if I can't represent siding on the house, to see if I can have a new technique, because I've looked on YouTube and I haven't seen many videos about siding. I've seen a couple different techniques, maybe two. The main one being with cheese slopes, kind of going down, so it gives that effect of siding, but I don't really like the way it looks too much. Siding to me, I mean, I work in construction. That's my primary job. We own a company, so I install siding, we work with siding, and siding is just, you know, it's flat and it's layered. So that's kind of the idea I'm going for, and hopefully I can execute that, and I'm going to make a video of me building that as I go along. But I just want to put this buildings out here because these are some of the modulars that I do have that I'm going to be including in the Lego City. Obviously, this is the library set, the Birch Library, I think is what it was called, or the bookstore. And this is just the house that comes with it. It's a really nice set. Obviously, you guys have probably seen this before in reviews. So these are just going to be some of the ones I'm including. I also have a lot of Lego idea sets that I don't think are meant to be modular, but they definitely could be made to be modular. So that's what I'm going to be using as well. I got this set recently at the Lego store just to have some cards in there, because most of my collecting, as you've probably seen the wall behind me, is like Lego Star Wars, or I have some Pirates of the Caribbean sets, or Marvel or whatnot. So Lego City is kind of taking a back seat. Maybe this is when I was a little bit younger, so I'm going to try to get into it more and create a cool city. So we're going to see how that goes. But besides that, let me just quickly move over and see if we can't make some siding, and I can show you guys what I'm kind of talking about. Hi guys, so as I mentioned before, I'm working on siding for the house. I work in construction. That's actually the job that I do. We own a company, so we install siding all the time. And I don't love how Lego houses just look really plain on the side. I want to do something different. I haven't seen anything like this on YouTube, at least not this technique. Maybe people have done it before, but on YouTube I haven't seen it. So we're going to be calling this the Brick Addicts technique. Basically what I did is I went to the Pick a Brick Wall and I found these little guys here. This special piece right here. It's definitely a very interesting piece. It's got little studs on all sides minus the back, so the back could be used as an interior wall. But I'll share the issue I'm actually going to have with these pieces and why I'm not going to use them. But this is good for a sample. And then I'm using these snot pieces, you know, so no studs on top, just a nice flat white piece to represent the actual siding itself. Because my house is white, you could use whatever color you want. This is what the house, the wall, the exterior wall of the house would look like if you use this technique. I think it accurately represents siding of a house, and it's going to add a lot of depth to your mocks, to your builds. Like I said, the focal point of my Lego City is going to be my house. It's actually going to be the story of me and my wife. So it's kind of a really cool project for me. I wanted to do for her. We got married recently, so I want to do just something really cool involving something I enjoy. And so yeah, but like I said, this is kind of, there's still a pattern here. There's still a pattern you can see in the wall that I don't love. So instead of just using all the same size snot bricks or snot tiles, you can use shorter ones. And then that way you can more easily create different sequences rather than just lines going down or discernible patterns. But this is definitely really structurally sound. You're not going to like knock it over or anything. Obviously, these plates aren't held on by anything, but this is really nice. Really structurally sound. But I did mention before, I'm not going to be using this exact technique because obviously these bricks are black, and because they have studs on the side of them, they don't allow you to place the brick right next to each other. You have to separate it by one stud on the base plate. That creates an issue because these are going to be, unless you did a double-walled house, which would be ridiculous and take way too much pieces. I might try it, but I don't think I will. It's just going to look bad because you can't have that on the inside of your house. That doesn't represent a wall. So instead, I actually found some other pieces. Unfortunately, I didn't think to put it here, but I can kind of show you what it's going to look like. It's this exact piece, except it also has studs on the front. You guys know what it is. It's 4 studs on the front. I'm going to use these instead because you can obviously place it just like a normal wall. You can just build it up like this and put a bunch of different ones on, and then just use one of your snot bricks and put it like that. It would line up like this, and then it would be fine because on the inside you would just have obviously the white, so it could represent the inside of the wall, whereas this is going to look strange and you'd have to put a separate wall covering this. I guess if you really wanted to make a real house, I guess you could do that. You could build this and then start stacking up white bricks to be the interior walls. I think you would just run into some issues when you're building the roof on how to cover this extra siding that you have here. But anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just think that this is a really good technique. Again, we're calling it the Brick Addicts technique because I haven't seen anyone do it. All you need is a couple of these and a couple of these, and that's it. That's the connection you make, and I think you can definitely add a lot of depth to your mocks and just make them look a little bit more lifelike. All right, guys, so now that I showed you my technique for the Lego siding of the buildings, I'm just going to close out by saying I am going to be doing some rebuilds of some older sets that I have, like this one here. I actually got this set back in the day when I was living in Miami. My parents bought it for me in Orlando, in Disney World. It's a 3-in-1 set. I have a ton of them. I also have a couple Lego City airports that I have. I think I had it somewhere. Oh, yeah. I was building it last night, so I got to rebuild this guy. This is an older model of the plane that they had back in the day, so I'm going to be doing that. And my main project is going to be building my actual house out of Lego, accurate representation with all the doors, everything, making it look as accurate as I can. So that's going to be a lot of the videos coming up this week. Hopefully I'll be able to make more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are liking the content that we're making. Again, definitely try out this technique. It adds a lot of depth to your builds. If you guys like making Lego cities, I think this is going to add a lot to them. It's definitely going to be different. I never see it on YouTube. I've never seen anyone do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried anything like this, if it did work for you or if it didn't. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.